It's about teaching them to be fiscally responsible.
That's right, and teaching kids about personal finance is what we're talking about this morning with our financial advisor and expert, Rob Wilson. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Rob. Morning.
So let's cut right to the chase. What do you suggest for people with children who want to start an allowance program? How much, when do you start, and how often?
Well, I tell you what, I think the habits are a lot more important than necessarily the values. I'm really surprised at how much we don't teach, life skills in the schools, and I might be a little bit biased about that. But right now, there's only 3 states that require a standalone personal finance course in K through 12. There's 17 states that require personal finance education as a part of another class, and there's 30 states, including Pennsylvania, that don't require it at all. So I think we could do a much better job of teaching these skills in school. I know a lot of this has to happen at home, but I think we could do a better job of teaching this in schools since this is so important.
Sure. You just mentioned K through 12. At what point do you would you suggest starting this with schools? My girls are 11 and 12 in 6th and 7th grade, and they have a bank that comes in. They have bank day. It's on Wednesdays, and they put their allowance or whatever money mom and dad give to them into a bank account. So are we earlier than 6th and 7th grade, would you suggest?
That's probably a good time to start, but obviously the earlier you can start ingraining those good financial habits into them, the better. I mean, what a lot of people say to me about their money is what I say to them about my golf game. I wish I had started a lot earlier. So, we look at someone, when it comes to golf, we look at someone like Tiger Woods, and I look at him and he seems to have superhuman skills. But what I have to realize is that he started playing when he was 2 years old. So, I mean, obviously I have a lot of catching up to do. It takes a lot of time and practice, and even a lot of mistakes along the way in order to really be good at something. And so I think if you want to be good at managing your money, we've got to start as early as we can.
And Rob, we have time for one more question here. Let's talk about teaching by setting a good example. Really, it can ultimately be the parents teaching their kids good financial lessons just by being fiscally responsible themselves, right? Of
course, you have to set a good example. Your children learn a lot just by watching you. And some parents may shy away from teaching their kids about money because they feel like they don't have it all together themselves. But that's okay. If you've made mistakes, you can help your children avoid those mistakes in the future. And so you've got to set a good example, get them started early, get them involved with paying the bills or paying their own bill. Maybe let them pay their cell phone and show them that it will get cut off if it doesn't get paid. They won't want their friends to know that, and so that's a good way to get them started being responsible.
All right, Rob, thanks very much. I'm going to start charging my daughter rent for their bedrooms.
Sounds like a good start.
Rob, thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.